A teacher is a teacher. And I'm saying this because when we talk about a teacher, we are referring to a person trained to teach or to instruct learners. That is the definition of a teacher. And there are various categories of teachers in terms of their level of instructing learners. But sometimes we find ourselves in a situation of misunderstanding, and we tend to categorize teachers in terms of their level of training in a manner that brings out negativity, in a manner that brings out vilification, in a manner that brings out discrimination among teachers. That is wrong. If we look at our learners, they are classified into various categories or learning levels. And when a learner starts education, there is a level he or she has to start from. And teachers of that level can only be trained to handle them at that level. For example, if we consider the kindergarten children, the kindergarten teachers are the only ones who can handle the kindergarten children because they have been trained to handle those kindergarten children. So they cannot be trained to handle university students because those belong to a different category of learning or level of learning. So it therefore means that even a teacher who is trained to handle university students cannot handle the kindergarten children. So the two, university teachers or lecturers and the kindergarten teachers, these are two experts performing a very serious role of instructing learners at a particular level. Now, when you talk about our education systems, the training of teachers, it is regrettable that this training also has an element of discrimination, because when they admit trainees to the teacher training colleges, they give academic qualifications that have already been pre-negated, such that a trainee joining a training college to learn on how to instruct kindergarten or primary school children, the qualifications of that teacher are given as those ones which are low in the categorization of grades from secondary school. That one alone starts the discrimination. But as teachers, we are not supposed to be looking at things that way. If you are a practicing teacher, you know what it means to be respected as a teacher of that level. You know what you can do that teachers of other levels cannot do. And that tells us that we have no superior teacher we have no inferior teacher, because every teacher is superior to the extent of handling learners of his level, learners he has been trained to handle. So I'm very against this idea of demeaning teachers in the name of this is a primary school teacher, so he or she is inferior to the secondary school teacher, is inferior to university lecturers. No, that is ignorance. That is lack of understanding. There is no teacher who is superior to another. And these teachers are interdependent. A primary school teacher depends on the work done by the kindergarten teacher. A secondary school teacher depends on the work done by the primary school teacher. University lecturers depend on the work done by the secondary school teachers. So when that is the case, it shows you that there is no special category of teachers. There is no special category of teachers. And it is a very sad situation to allow this discrimination to continue this far. I hope that someone somewhere in a position to correct this mess will take it up from here and bring about this to reality, such that the teaching vacancies, vacancies for teachers training colleges should be announced in terms of teaching categories. Let's have people who want to train as primary school teachers join without the grade levels. It should start from the point of one having passion to handle the learners at that level. Then let the person go to class, be trained, and if he or she is found capable, successful, let that teacher take that position. Let us not have that for you to join a training class for students of university, or for learners of kindergarten, for learners of primary school, you must have grade this and this and this from secondary school. That is discriminatory. Grades do not qualify one to be a teacher. It starts with the passion. What is important is that this teacher is basically literate and can be able to be trained. And then that training should place the teacher in his category of interest. Therefore, my conclusion is how I started. A teacher is a teacher. There is no inferior teacher, no superior teacher. All teachers are the same.